Okay, and then the final thing is gardening with children. Um, I highly recommend you garden with your children. It is a blessing for them to be able to be with you, for you guys to work together. It gets their energy out, and then they get really excited about putting something in the ground and then waiting. Well, they don't get excited about that, but it teaches a lesson about waiting. The day you plant is not the day you harvest, but also they get to plant different things like your peas or your beans or that kind of thing, and they get excited about watching them grow, and then they get more excited about eating those vegetables. I would say if you're going to do that, give them some easy vegetables to start with: peas, beans, cucumbers, pumpkins. Those are really easy to plant. Plants that have larger seeds, they can hold them with their little fingers. So zucchini, melon, okra, sunflowers. And then even the worst gardener can usually plant radishes. And so they just pop up, and they might learn to love radishes, but it really makes them feel good. I would say also plant the unusual, right? If you can go to the store and buy a round red tomato, go ahead and do that, but it's more fun to plant tomatoes that are purple. So I have a Cherokee purple tomato plant. I have the chocolate cherry tomatoes. They kind of get a little bit blackish purple. You can get purple carrots and black tomatoes and speckled peas and orange cauliflower, and it's just really exciting to grow those, and the kids think that it's really cool to grow things more than what you see at the grocery store, and also they taste better. Have them just really do some fun things outside. If you plant pumpkins, a lot of people don't know this, but if you plant a pumpkin, you can scratch your name in it, and then it will heal itself. It'll form type of a scab, and then as it grows, they can see whatever they scratched into it. So you can scratch in their name into it, and then it will scab over. And then when it comes to the fall, they have a pumpkin with their name already in it. You can grow different rooms, like you can make a teepee, and then you can plant climbing plants on it, like peas, and they can grow up and they can like live within their garden. You could do a sunflower garden room where you plant sunflowers all around, and they just can be in there, and it's their own little fort. Doing toad houses are pretty cool. You can have them make a toad house and put a little toad in there, or have it built next to the water, and so toads will go in there and they live in there. It's really exciting to have a toad live in your garden. But also for you, it's a benefit because they come out at night and then they eat up all of the bad insects that you don't want. And then the other thing, you can plant little scarecrow, or build scarecrows, not plant a scarecrow, build a little scarecrow, and they can get out daddy's clothes, and they can make it their own special thing. And then the other thing is, when gardening with children, be child-oriented, not task-oriented, because you want the children to enjoy the garden. And if you just say, no, we need to get X amount done today, they're going to get tired, and they're going to get frustrated if you are task-oriented. So it may be that they garden for 15 minutes and then they go inside, or you garden while they're taking a nap or something. This is a time for you to teach them. You can talk to them about watering well, and how we need to feed our soul with good things, and how when we weed, it's kind of like us getting out bad habits and sin, and so we need to be vigilant about that. You can talk about things of the world that come in to want to destroy your garden, and you can talk about deer and squirrels and squash bugs and all of those things, and how we need to be vigilant about that, and how you don't just plant once and then you just never come out to your garden again. It's something you need to do continually. And so all of those are really good lessons to teach your children. And then just talk to them about the beauty of nature and how God created all things special. he didn't just make red tomatoes. He didn't just make orange carrots. He didn't just make white cauliflower. God created all sorts of beautiful things, and we can be out in his creation and we can enjoy it. I feel like we glorify God by enjoying his creation. And so just talk to your kids as you go and teach them about what God's teaching you. And, you know, if they're nervous about different things, this is a time when you guys are just digging in the ground and planting things. And it's a wonderful time to talk with your children, young or old. I love to go out there and talk with my teenage kids. And, you know, you're not face to face with them. You're just side by side, and it's not very threatening, and you can talk about what's going on in their life. And so we've done this for years, and sometimes they get really distracted with digging up worms, and you know, they're not helping at all. But you're out there and you're enjoying it, and you're getting your vitamin D from the sun, and it's all beneficial. It is all beneficial. And so I would just recommend that you would keep your focus on the child rather than the task, and help them to see the beauty of outside, and then know there are limits. You know, if it's 5 minutes the first day, maybe it's 10 minutes, you know, a little bit later on, and then 15 minutes and 20 minutes, and pretty soon they have their own little garden. You know, so really give a lot of grace during this time. All right, so that's all I have for today. I will try again tomorrow and try not to do 15 different cuts and try to do this all at the same time. But thank you guys for being gracious with me as I learn how to do this. Goodbye.